Little recap. Last place we left off was the Shatterverse, where the actual Shadow punched me, as well as him back to New York. Pretty confusing stuff, I know. But it'll all make sense soon. Hopefully. We somehow got in a cell that was designed by the Chaos Council. But in that moment, I was just thinking about what I'd left behind. Dredd got the Devil's Lighthouse, and that was it. You might say the rest is history. Well, not exactly. As I processed the fact that we were in a cell, all I could think about is 9 and how much I wanted to snatch Toupee McMultiple names, Toupee, off of his baldy McNosehead. Too much. But what about Rusty? Surely she couldn't be here as well.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Unidentified other Hedgehog. The Council requests your presence.
The Council can wait. Me and Sonic request you get out of our way so we can gather up the resources necessary to restore our home. It's possible it's still out there.
Shadow! I thought you said it didn't exist anymore. Because of me.
The Council requests your presence. You will not be going anywhere else. They are expecting you at the helm.
Wait, let's just please figure out what's going on here, while also knowing what we can do to get out of here.
There's no time, Sonic. We need to get out of here, stat.
I will not repeat. You are coming with me. That is an order.
Let's just see what we have to do before we... Shadow!
Shadow, huh? Tuh. What a pathetic name. Is that supposed to be scary or something? Whatever the case. Hello again, Sonic.
You! What was your full name again?
You don't need to ask that. All will be revealed once you and your... who is he, your twin?
It's a long story.
Don't care. All will be explained once you and him are in the presence of the Council.
You guys really got a habit of repeating things.
No, we don't! You just think that because somehow we remind you of something outside of New York, which we are close to figuring out.
Because of your little fox friend, we're close to mastering the use of the Shatterverse. We'll finally learn about the other worlds you talked about, and be able to expand our council.
A good use for your mouth, finally.
Speaking of friends, we're missing one of ours, and you're defenseless without yours.
Rusty? She's missing? Oh, the horror! My friends are gonna come after your shells, if you tell me where they are.
And why would we do that?
I know you have them locked up somewhere. Just a matter of time before I find them and we skedaddle.
You'd be right on that end, but they're not happy to see you. Don't.
What can you tell us about the Hedgehog?
He's fast, but is there really much else to say? Because of that, he disappears without a trace, and it only puts us in more danger. It's like a gamble if he actually puts us in even more danger when he's with us. So I'm not gonna smile when he shows his face again.
He's smug, knows more than we do, but that doesn't forgive the fact that he abandons us when we need him the most. Like 9, I can't tell if he just puts us in more danger when he's with us. These cells don't help, it only fuels the flames.
There's a lot of words to describe him, but selfish would be more like it. We can't see him as our friend, even though he's talked about us in ways we can't comprehend. What good does that put us in? It's all downhill from here.
That can't be true.
Oh, but it is. You made them aware of your actions, Sonic. Or like you said before, habits.
Any sane person would know immediately that denial is the first of the 5 stages of grief. You're in denial, but soon you'll be angry.
It's like we said. 5 makes 1. 1 makes 5. You're the only one going through the 5.
Don't just take it from us. You'll find your way soon.
Not before we tell you what you're here for. Rusty went dark since we last contacted her across the Shatterverse. We need you to find her for us.
Deal. Okay, I know this sounds bad. But what choice do I have? I need to prove it to my friends, and the only way to do that is by finding Rusty. I'll find her, and bring her to justice. Whatever scheme the council is planning when she's brought back will be turned against them like a turntable. Nothing much to say except, let's do it to it.
Splendid. Now, we last contacted her back in the No Place. Chances are she's still there.
What about Dredd and the others?
Those copycats most likely have her captured. What else do you expect from swashbucklers? And with that shard, they could be planning something.
No, I know them enough to tell that Dredd is just going to keep the shard for himself. They're going to keep Rusty confined until I return.
Very well. The only way we can send you to the No Place is probably by that shadow fella. You were on the streets last time we saw you.
That only happened when he was stuck in the Shatterverse. I don't think it's possible without a shard. So that means our only option is yours.
If that's the case, we need to establish a safe option for you to easily travel back there. Maybe there's something we can quickly scrap together to help, but no guarantees.
I need 9. He helped me with my shoes. He can help me with this.
The fox is a prisoner, and he doesn't like you. We went over this.
If you want me to help you and have the best chances of getting Rusty back, this is your only option.
Fine, have it your way, but don't expect everything to go smooth.
No guarantees.
What do you want?
I need your help.
And what are you gonna do then? Abandon us?
If I can get you to come with me, you'll know what I've been dealing with.
I've already had enough of your antics. Getting me involved is the last thing I want to do with you.
At least help me figure some things out. And maybe that'll be the last you'll ever see of me.
What?
I need you to help me find Rusty.
Nope.
Really?
As much as I want to see you out of my life, I'm not bringing back that cyborg.
But what about your Shatterverse technology? You're just gonna let the council keep it?
Rusty is better off being captured by whoever else you've interacted with. And maybe they'll figure her out in the more gruesome way.
What are you talking about?
Rusty Rose is an amalgamation. At least the mal part.
What? Please, you're leaving me with so many questions.
You remember when Rebel and Knucks told you about their home? Rusty was a part of it too.
Really? Who was she?
Everyone just knew her as Rose. She got the name Rusty when the council found her.
How did they find her?
Half dead. Her body was found bruised and broken. All her limbs numb. The council literally fixed her back to shape.
That we did.
What more are you not telling me?
Well, you certainly had a fondness towards her once you saw her. Too bad her family was taken from her in just the snap of 2 fingers.
You murdered them?
We tried to draw the line at something like that. We were still nice enough to give them a proper burial.
So what? If I don't do your bidding, you'll kill me too?
Heaven forbid! We wouldn't do something like that for our own sick pleasure. We didn't purposely do it. It was just an inconvenience.
Who was she?
She didn't have a name. All she was known as was Rose. Her family consisted of her husband, and their newborn child.
You accidentally killed a family?
We're not too happy about it either. That bird inside of her is a subtle reminder of the life she used to live.
And what about you? Are you going to be reminded of your faults?
We're going to learn from those faults to build a new council.
I just about had enough with Baldy McFakehairs here. Not even showing the tiniest bit of sympathy. If I was going to be bringing back the reminder of a tragedy, I'd want to show them something that would remind them of me. What would that be? I don't know. My only option now was to turn against them for the sake of getting out of here. But that had to come with some desperate measures. Thankfully, this was a desperate time.
So you're just gonna abandon this one and build a new one?
Expansion comes in many forms, whether it's relocation or abandonment.
You're just as cruel as Sonic over here.
Strong words coming from someone who learned about our tragic past.
Well, he had a better life than everyone in this war zone and still has cruel intentions like us.
That may be true, but you're going to have to suffer with him for as long as possible.
Fat chance. Bringing back Rusty is only going to make things worse, no matter the outcome.
So you're left with no other option?
It's not likely.
I like those odds.
9. I need you to help me get out of here.
Forget it, Sonic! I'm not helping you get Rusty, period!
Forget Rusty. I'm getting all of you out of here.
Not a good idea, Sonic.
You got a better one?
Are you gonna get out of my face?
Nope. I'm breaking you out.
Good luck getting Rebel and Knucks to tag along.
Thanks, bud. See you in a bit.
Wait! Sonic!
Well, what's the plan?
Make sure we know exactly what that Sonic is up to. He could turn at any moment.
We already know this. Why aren't we just keeping a closer watch on him?
Clearly this isn't going the way we want it. We're smart enough to know that. All we do is wait, then strike when the moment is right.
Shouldn't we at least send an Eggforcer?
Have you seen what that Roan has done to 100 of them? It would be foolish.
Well, what other choice do we have? He could have been running loose as we know it.
Sending one with the chance that it drives at least one of them downhill could be effective. That shadow fella might just be it.
Is this the hedgehog you speak of?
Let me go!
Precisely. Now, go find Sonic and use him as bait for whenever he goes out of line.
Affirmative.
You're not going to get away with this that easily.
Don't count on it, Hedgehog.
When have I ever listened to you?
Rebel! Knucks!
What are you doing here?
Come to put us in more trouble?
No, I'm here to get you guys out of here.
Bad idea.
We know you're just going to disappear like always.
Listen to me. There's no chance that's going to happen anymore. I got something that I need your help with. Please.
How should we trust you? Every time you've laid foot here, it's only gotten worse.
I know more about something you guys would never believe to be true.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Do you guys know anything about Rusty before she became a robot?
Wait, are you saying she used to be a denizen?
We clearly don't know if we're asking. Who was she before?
Her name was Rose. She had a family.
So now was a run in the park, as we finally had a team of 5 again. That Eggforcer that Shadow was captured by was disabled by 9 after some clever mechanical jargon I don't fully understand. And they quickly introduced themselves and found us in no time. I easily broke Rebel and Knucks out of their purgatory, and we quickly found a place to hide. Weirdly enough, none of what we did triggered the alarms. Obviously, we knew that the council was planning something, but we had to get an important detail out of the way.
So Rusty was called Rose before. Finally, the stupid name makes sense.
There's probably more that we don't know. How did Rose even manage to not be known by anyone before our home was destroyed?
I think it was a way to keep a private identity. In everything I found, she doesn't even seem to have a first name.
But how is her family unknown? The rest of them all go unnamed.
Why is this a topic of discussion right now?
Who's Mr. Sunshine over here? Is he related to you?
It's a long story.
It's not as important as getting out of here in one piece.
We don't even know where to start, so we need to at least comprehend.
Rose is going to become our objective either way, so it's necessary.
We need to find a way to get in contact with her from the No Place.
The what place?
Is that some kind of uncharted area?
Probably a part of the Shatterverse?
Sweet Mobius.
The No Place. A place across the Shatterverse where Rusty is located.
Oh, so this is where you went whenever you abandoned us.
That's an even longer story.
But it's actually important. How are we supposed to get there?
We're not going there anytime soon. We just need to contact Rusty.
How are we supposed to contact her when she's all the way across the Shatterverse?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, if we clearly don't have an idea now, why don't we just go out there and find out along the way?
Don't know if you noticed, alarms haven't gone off yet.
The council must be on us. They could have Eggforcers all around us.
The only Eggforcer they sent was the one I was captured in. It would have used me as bait if Sonic went out of line.
But because you and Nine escaped, it's possible more will be sent. We can't just assume we'll be able to escape so easily.
Well, it beats not knowing for sure until we do something about it. So I suggest we move out.
Bottom line is, we fight now and think later.
But there's one problem. We want different things.
Shadow, I know you want to get out of here, but this is how we figure out more about how we can do that.
How is a robot version of Amy going to solve how we get home?
Well, that's what we're here to figure out, right?
You're making this much more complicated than it needs to be.
This whole venture is already complicated in and of itself. So what's the difference?
Fine.
Well, there you go.
So whatever happens, our end goal is to contact Rusty.
But we need to consider that Rusty is all the way across the Shatterverse. Communications won't be easy.
However we access this Shatterverse could make it easier.
How about we know from a first-hand source?
You talking to me?
Is there anybody else here who has traveled through it?
You helped me, for one.
Hold up. This guy helped you travel across the Shatterverse?
That was easy. Let's hook him up.
Whoa, wait. How do we know he's the only resource?
Or how do you know he's the most reliable?
Okay, this is definitely the weirdest thing to come out of this venture. Apparently, because of whatever Shatterverse logic, Rusty is now able to communicate through Shadow. Creepy, trust me. But whatever other option we could have had, we went with it. Because the one thing we didn't consider was the power source, which I was against.
Surprised. Deal with it. This is the closest way I can communicate across the Shatterverse without being conspicuous.
Dread?
Whatever that echidna's name is.
Knucks.
Not you.
So, what now?
Well, I can't be like this for an eternity of your adventure, so best option is the power source.
No.
Why?
I can't.
Why not?
If I use the shard, I'll disappear.
And why should that be a concern? We could easily split the group.
But that only puts us at more risk by getting caught by the Council.
Council is already keeping a close eye on you, but they are not going to strike until the time is right.
When is that time?
If it concerns you, then it concerns them.
Which means?
If you are so concerned about the power source, then they will do everything in their power to stop you.
Wait, but then they're just helping.
Helping you, not everyone else.
But there's a reason as to why. It's probably because of you.
How so?
We know about your past, Rose.
What are you getting at?
Don't you remember anything about your past?
All I remember is the council giving me my main objective. Serve.
You remember nothing before the council? Your family?
I have no family. You're making things up.
Not even your husband? Your child?
You're lying!
Am I lying when I say the council killed them? Not showing sympathy?
We'll just have to put that up with the council. Eggforcers!
Welcome back, Rusty Rose.
Run!
Sonic, come on!
What is he doing?
He's gonna get himself killed! You heard what Rusty said?
We don't know for sure. This all might become a bad case of deja vu.
9, if there's anything you can do.
I don't know what to do!
9. It's okay.
We're here for you.
When will you not?